doing some stat work and working the live stream.
Yeah, Kelly Velick definitely lit it up in that first half, but you have to credit Paige Wells working hard on the boards and getting some payback by getting some easy layups inside by nice passes from Baker and Velick.
Wells gets it out. Baker. And you got to feel good if you're VTC, up 13 points. And Baker with just 4 points in that first half.
Well, Baker does a lot of things that don't go in the scoring column sometime, although she does have back-to-back CVTsport.net Player of the Games under her belt. So she definitely has put up some points in the last couple games.
And a big three there from Giovanna Bernard. Just looks silky smooth. 19 minutes to play here in the second half. Baker gets in the paint, drives off glass, no good. Rebound is there for Shakia Rowland Drake. Up on the move is Grayson. Grayson will pull up in the lane, no good. Maldonado can't pull in the rebound. Fisher has to find a way to try to get some kind of points out of players not named Grayson or Bernard, and miscommunication on the defensive side leads to a layup drill for Emma Baker.
Yeah, and they'll definitely need to tighten up that defense if they want to try to climb back in this one. VTC puts up a very tough front, very tough to score against, and Fisher definitely has to prevent them from those wide open shots.
And you're going to get a blocking foul there. It's going to go against Serena Reynolds. Believe that should be her third foul. It is, and she'll step out of the game for the time being. Stephanie Nault comes in. A quick three, no good there from Rowland Drake. Right side. Paige Wells on the nice little jump shot. Loves that baseline, Carl.
Yeah, she works a lot from there. She'll draw the bigs out of the lane by hitting that jump shot, and she can also ball fake that shot and take it to the rack. So look for that as the game progresses as well.
13 points so far for Paige Wells, as the three no good from Bernard. Wells also doing it on the rebound, as driving all the way to the lane and drawing the foul is Kelly Velick.
And I think that may have been Grayson who reached in and hacked her on the way through. And if so, I believe that's her fourth.
It is, but I don't necessarily see him subbing anybody in. They're kind of going to let it ride. Velick splits the pair out of bounds, going to be Fisher basketball.
The sidelines for Fisher asking about that foul. I'm not sure if they disagreed with the call itself or the number, but that may explain why they left Grayson in the first half. They thought she only had 2 instead of 3. And now they kind of got a shocker when they saw 4 go up on the board.
I don't know if it's necessarily, I think that might be a little bit, and I also think there were a couple players reaching in and they wanted it to go on the other play.
Yeah, if you have a choice of your top scorer picking up their 4th or someone else picking up their 1st, I think it's pretty clear which way a coach will advocate.
Mariah LaHaye comes in for Fisher, only the 2nd substitution player of the day for the Falcons. And an easy lay-in once again for Alma Baker.
I think Alma heard you mentioning she only had a few points there, decided to tack on a couple here in the second half.
Going to be interesting here, as up now 17 points, a timeout on the floor. Fisher takes it. 40-23 the score. We'll be back. You're watching this CVTsport.net presentation. And coming out of the timeout, I'm Tom Corbett alongside is Carl Parton. BTC opening it up a little bit here. They lead by 17. Thanks perhaps some of the lack of depth here for Fisher. Not running very deep in the post, but good feed inside that time. In the first bucket of the game for Sabrina Rabad. Wells thinks about driving baseline, kicks outside. Back to Wells, open on that baseline and knocks it down again.
And she's got the hot hand from the perimeter now, getting those open looks from the baseline, knocking them down. They're going to have to send somebody out there to guard her.
Driving in, they dump it down again, and another good bucket there for Sabrina Rabad.
Just love that huge smile for Rabad out there. Pretty excited that she knocked down her second bucket in the last minute.
Wells on that baseline. Skips across, Velik looking inside. The turnaround won't go, rebound out of bounds. Going to be Fisher basketball. Perhaps Paige Wells is in search of that CVTsport.net Player of the Game t-shirt.
Coveted CVTsport.net t-shirt.
I think that goes without saying, Carl. Giovanna Bernard. Looks, gets it off. Mariah LaHaye right back to Bernard. Long three, got it. 4 threes in the game for Giovanna Bernard. She has 16 points in the game. Baker, shot won't go, rebound there for Fisher. Bernard loses it momentarily, tiptoes the sideline. A nice save, gets it right back on that right side, crosses over, gets in the paint, a little scoop shot, draws the foul.
And that was some great teamwork, great passing that time by Fisher College, moving it back and forth between Roland Drake and Grayson. Bernard in the mix.
It's the first trip to the free throw line for Bernard. Second one no good, long rebound. Knocked out of bounds, gonna be VTC basketball. 14 minutes, 45 seconds. Still needing to tick away in this second half. Baker over to Velik. Velik wants the three, takes the three, no good. Rebound on the floor. VTC in control. Paige Wells. Kicks out, they'll swing it around. Baker takes off, runner blocked out of bounds. I'm gonna say it went off of Baker.
Baker contending that she was blocked, thought that ball was tipped out of her hands. But official did not agree. Look at Baker just forcing Bernard to her right.
She's triple teamed, gets it up. A nice little advantage there for Fisher, but they can't get it to go. Nothing is a sign of respect like a triple team in the backcourt. Three won't go there for Velik, but a rebound for the Green Knights. Three from Baker, no good. Paige Wells in the paint, gets another rebound. .48 here to play. 42-31. Fisher has cut the lead back to 11. As many as 17 at one point. And Velik right there for the long deuce.
Really knocking down those perimeter shots tonight.
Up ahead, skipped across, ends up in the hands of LaHaye. Her shot won't go, the follow not there. Another try and it's good for Sabrina Rabad. 6 points in this second half. VTC going to take it out underneath the basket. Velik off the inbounds. Has it knocked away from behind. Gets on the floor. Good hustle points there. Baker. Off to Velik. 5 on the shot clock. Wells, a nice little fake. Goes up, no good.
Oh.
And a little miscommunication there between Wells and Null.
Yeah, both hustling after the ball. Wells tried to save it in, and Null kind of stuffed it right in Null's face there.
Bernard. Five on 4 here. Walking back is Alyssa D'Souza. But a 3 drops. (44-36). Velik with a 3, no good. Hauled in by VTC.
Casanelli with that rebound.
And a reach-in foul going to go against Alyssa D'Souza. Samantha Maldonado back into the game. They go in, back out. Velik in the paint, puts it up, nothing there. VTC tries to save it, but touches the line.
Nice hustle by Reynolds that time, going down the line after, and a good job by Baker to save it in too.
44-36, 12 minutes still to play here in the second half. Fisher has cut the lead back down to 8. Thanks to the shooting of Giovanna Bernard and the interior post play of Sabrina Rabad here in the second half. Up off glass, no good from Mariah LaHaye. Baker's got numbers. Instead, she'll pull it out. Velik, short corner to Wells. She'll put it up, no good. I think that's the first baseline jumper Wells has missed this afternoon. Outside. And the offensive foul away from the ball going to go against Paige Wells.
Wells was making a cut that time and kind of laid a little hip check as she was going by LaHaye. The official was right on top of it and wanted to clean it up.
Flashbacks of Carl Parton roaming that paint at Twinfield Union High School. Ruling with an iron fist, I've been told.
Pointy elbow, probably more than an iron fist or hip check.
They tried to feed it inside, but it's taken away by the Green Knights. Up ahead, wide open, Reynolds can't get it to go. But another rebound for VTC.
Great ball movement on the fast break, though, for VTC.
I'll be curious to see the offensive rebounding numbers for the Green Knights this half. Velik, over to Baker. Off to Paige Wells, go inside to Reynolds. Reynolds, a little wraparound. And a timeout and a upset. Coach Alex Winokur off the bench. We'll step aside for a break. It's 44-36 in favor of the Green Knights. Fisher trying to make a comeback. You're watching this CVTsport.net presentation. So we're back underway. Tom Corbett, Carl Parton, 44-36 the score. Giovanna Bernard drives, dumps it down, a shot no good there for Rabode. Baker on the right wing. Lays it off for Reynolds. Baker lays it up. Paige Wells gets it right back. Steps off a three. Drives in the paint. And will draw the foul on Sabrina Rabaud.
Baker absolutely fearless taking it into the lane.
Alma Baker back to the line. She's 2 for 4 from the stripe. Make it 3 for 5. Got them both. Portia Grayson has seen enough on the sidelines with her 4 fouls. She comes back into the game for Fisher.
Yeah, probably a wise move by Coach Matroni. Right now, it's do or die time for this Fisher. If they're going to make a run, they need Grayson in the game.
I might pick up the pace a little bit. I don't know if I'd want to burn 10, 12 seconds before I get into my offense here. They need to get as many possessions as they can, and it helps with Sabrina Rabaud continuing to work that paint.
Having a great second half.
But a pull up there from Velick for 2. So far, VTC 48 points, all but 4 points coming from the trifecta of Paige Wells, Kelly Velick, and Alma Baker. VTC up over half. Baker lays it off for Wells. Wells kicks out to Velick. Up top, they try to spin it, taken away by Grayson. It's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say VTC basketball. They get it into Baker. Over to Velick. Fisher sticking in that zone. And a travel against Alma Baker. Ten-point game, 48-38. VTC led by as many as 17. Bernard, a little change of pace, tries to kick it out to Grayson, knocked away, out of bounds. Serena Reynolds had to make a decision, maybe slow up on the ball or take out the referee. She decided to slow up on the ball.
Sure, the official appreciates that decision.
In the paint, knocked away. VTC 4-on-2. Paige Wells, a beautiful pass to Reynolds, and Reynolds puts it in.
Now that was a nice looking fast break.
If you're curious, Reynolds the 4th scorer for VTC. All points coming from the 3 I told you about. Wells, Velick, and Baker. And then as well, now Sabrina Reynolds with 6 points. And another follow, 10 points in the half for Sabrina Rabaud. Jump shot from Wells, won't go. The follow, wide open, putting it in is Alyssa Casanelli.
And Fisher certainly putting the points on the board, but their defense just doesn't seem to be able to get any stops against this high-powered offense of VTC.
The triple team was coming, but Renaud able to turn around and get the jumper first.
And I just love watching Renaud, big smile every time she scores a basket.
Baker tried to shoot over the top of Renaud, was off the glass. A long 3 from Bernard. It's almost like she's not even trying. Just the quick flick, put it up there. 52-45, the lead cut to 7. 6 threes for Giovanna Bernard. And there's the reach-in foul on Bernard.
She's been playing scrappy top of the zone defense, and that's only her second foul. Does a good job moving her feet and poking at that ball, pressuring the point guard without picking up a foul.
Velick, all the time in the world, puts it up, in and out. Renaud with a rebound and draws the foul. Gonna go against Alma Baker. That'll be her third. So they have it up on the board as 5. A little miscommunication there, I think, between the scorekeeper and the clock keeper. They actually have that as her second foul.
Yeah, that works better for Coach Winokur and for Alma Baker.
Bernard, look at the attention she's drawing, about 4 feet off that line now, Carl.
Yeah, you gotta respect a player who can hit those long threes.
Grayson, beautiful jump stop, gets it to go in the lane. Her first bucket of the second half. The lead down to 5. Baker on the wing, a little step back, gets it over to Velick. Velick has it knocked away from behind, but Paige Wells is there. Long three, Casanetti, no good. But a rebound for the Green Knights, and a beautiful box out that time from Baker to get another opportunity.
What a smart player, knowing that the typical offensive rebound comes off deep side, and nice seal that time by Baker.
Velick tried to put up the long three, but it was off. Fisher gonna have the basketball. It seems, Carl, like Mr. Momentum might have changed his address.
Yeah, that 5-point lead isn't as comfortable as the 12-point lead VTC had 2 minutes ago.
Dump it down to Renaud. Her shot is good. Sabrina Rabad. Velick, a quick shot off the glass. Not wasting any time. Here comes Fisher the other way. So a lot of contact, gets it to go off the glass. Giovanna Bernard has pulled her team within 1. 17-point lead early in this second half, stripped again. The offense isn't flowing, and then a bad reach-in foul there for Alma Baker. So a little surprised, Carl, that Coach Winokur not taking the opportunity, maybe burn one of those timeouts. And
well, certainly this momentum has...
Yeah, check all the lug nuts and make sure none of the tires are falling off.
Especially he pulled Baker out to give her a little break, let her regain composure a little bit, talk to her for a moment, but definitely a timeout might be the thing to do with Fisher on a roll.
They fed right inside, this time doesn't go. Up ahead of the pack, the pass a little long, out of bounds. Ooh, VTC got away with one, it looked like there. That one looked like it squarely went off the hand of Serena Reynolds.
Reynolds and Grayson both racing for it, and they do correct it. You were correct, Tom. Reynolds, I think, wanted the foul. I think she felt like her arm was being grabbed as she was hustling after it.
Chance to take the lead here for Fisher. They have erased a 17-point second half lead in the paint. Little runner, no good. And a reach-in foul.
And Roland Drake not happy with that, but wisely talking away from the officials, not toward the officials, so keeping herself out of trouble with that strategy.
3 minutes, 50 seconds. The Knights lead by 1. High post, Casanetti lays it off to Reynolds. Another quick shot, no good, but another rebound for VTC. Reynolds again, no good. Gets her own rebound, kicks it out to Velick.
Well, if we had to pick a stat in the second half that is keeping VTC in it, it's those offensive rebounds.
Alma Baker just screaming from the sidelines for her team to settle down. A lot of quick shots. Another turnaround from Reynolds, no good. The rebound saved in, loose. They come up with it. They have numbers ahead to Bernard. Bernard up and draws the foul. A chance to take the lead for the Fisher Falcons.
Baker got her little break, and she is at the scorer's table now, ready to check in after this first free throw.
And she ties it up.
We mentioned these two teams had a pretty close game. It was actually an 11-point game the first time, VTC's favor, but looks like a timeout here, Tom.
Full timeout, we'll take it. 52-52, a brand new ball game with 3 minutes, 14 seconds left. We'll be back. You're watching a CVTsport.net presentation. It is a brand new game here at Vermont Technical College. Tom Corbett and Carl Parton. It was a 17-point lead for VTC. And Carl, it is knotted up thanks to some fantastic grit from this Fisher College team.
Now, VTC kind of got away with what was working well for them in the last few minutes. They were going to Paige Wells, and Velick was hitting the open shot. Fisher picked up some tougher defense around the perimeter, and VTC stopped looking for Wells.
And don't look, Fisher has taken the lead, 53-52. 27 points so far for Giovanna Bernard. Wells trapped by Maldonado. Ball's loose on the floor. And a timeout from VTC. We'll stay here, just a 30-second timeout.
So
I don't know if it's completely possible, but it's almost been a quiet 27 points for Bernard. Just some quiet, just knocked down 5 threes so far in the game. But like you said, just hasn't been one right after the other. She's just plugged along.
Yeah, she's been in, the whole game, and definitely just spreading them out and taking the shots and fast break points when they were available. Right now for VTC, down by 1 point, we can definitely expect to see the ball in the hands of Velick and Baker. And really it should be one of those two, or even Paige Wells, looking to get the shots for VTC here down the stretch.
Baker calls out the play she wants, comes off the ball screen against the zone. A crazy hook shot against the shot clock, but VTC with another rebound.
Did a good job hitting rim on that one. Definitely out of position, but she had to get it off before the clock died.
Knocked away from behind, another steal for Fisher. Coming up is Grayson. Grayson in the paint, some contact, draws the foul. This VTC team, Carl, looks a little bit shell-shocked right now.
Yeah, they were pretty comfortable riding that 12-point lead. Maybe took some shots that weren't the shots they would take in a tie game or a close game, and cost them that big lead.
And a good free throw for Portia Grayson. Big first half, missed a majority of this second half in foul trouble, but has 3 points since coming back into the game. Fisher by 2. Driving to her left, Baker puts it up. Foul